Hello, welcome everyone. Today's Leetcode question is minimum insertion steps to make a string palindrome. So, in this particular question, what they have told us that they have given a string, they have given us a string, and we can insert any character at any index, and we must make the given string and by inserting elements palindrome. Okay, so by inserting elements, we have to make this given string a palindrome. So let's see, this particular string is already palindrome. Okay, so we need not to insert any element to make it palindrome since it's already palindrome. So number of uh, number of characters that we have to insert are 0. So we are returning 0 in this case. Let's discuss this particular example. Let's see. So see, this particular string is not palindromic as it is. So what we have to do is we have to make this string a palindrome by inserting few characters at any index. Okay, and let's first discuss, is it even possible to make every string palindrome? So is it possible to make every string palindrome? It is possible. How? If I reverse this particular string and attach it at the end, so if I reverse this particular string and add this string at the end of the same string, then this becomes a palindrome. See, M M B A D and M. Okay, so we can see that every string is can be converted into a palindrome. But in the question they have mentioned that we have to make the minimum insertion. In this case, we have made 5 insertions to make this string palindrome. But it is possible to insert lesser characters and make this string palindrome. Let's see how. See, if we have to insert the minimum characters, let's see the characters in this string which can make a palindrome. Okay, see, if we take MAM from this particular string, then this is a palindrome. If we take MBM, MDM, then these particular strings are already in palindrome. Okay, if we have to make minimum insertions, then we have to take the maximum characters, the length of maximum characters which are already making the palindrome. So in this case, simply M B A M M, they are also palindrome. Okay, but these are the palindromes with the maximum length. Okay, so if we have already taken, if we take them and now we see, let's work on this example. I see this is MAM is already a palindrome. So A is the middlemost element in this case. Let's see, AM, AM. Let's make this string, the given string, palindrome by using the maximum length palindrome from this string. Okay, see, since A is the middlemost element, let's now traverse from here. M is here. Okay, let's traverse to B. B is not here, so let me just include B in our example. I'll also include B here. I see A. A is over here. Now I see B. Now I see D. D is not here. So I'll insert D at both the places. Wait. Yes. So now see if this string is a palindrome. M, M, B and B, D and D, and here A. So now this string is a palindrome, and how many insertions we have done are M, B, A, D, M, M, B, A, M, B, A, D, M were already present in the string. We have done just two insertions in this particular string to make it a palindrome. Okay. So what are the conclusions from this particular example are so what are the conclusions is from this particular example are first we have to take the longest palindromic substring from a particular given string. Okay, and now see the numbers of characters we have inserted are length of this particular string minus the length of the numbers we have inserted are length of the given string minus the length of longest palindromic subsequence. Okay, in this case we have inserted two characters. In this case we have inserted two characters. Let us now see. The length of the particular string was 5. The length of initial string was 5 and the length of the maximum length of longest palindromic subsequence was 2. Oh, sorry, 3. So we have inserted two characters into our string to make it a palindrome. Okay. So first thing was to take the longest palindromic subsequence. We are keeping intact the length of. We are keeping intact the longest palindromic portion and adding the number of elements which are not present in our longest palindromic subsequence to make it a palindromic string. Okay, so let us see it here. Here, this question will be solved by dynamic programming, and here I've tried this question with recursion and memoization, but that was giving me time limit exceeded TLE. So this question will only be solved by tabulation. Okay, or even memoization will give you TLE in this case. So what I have done is, you see, the question was simply boiled down to finding the longest palindromic subsequence. The question has simply boiled down to find the longest palindromic subsequence. Since we just have to subtract it from the length of the string given. So to find the longest pair, we just have to find the longest palindromic subsequence in this question. Okay, and rest the question will be solved easily. So to find the longest palindromic subsequence, what we do is we take the reverse of the string. So to find the longest palindromic subsequence, what we do is we take the reverse of particular string and find the longest common subsequence of this string. Okay, so here in this question I'm doing that exactly that. I have reversed a string 1, and before reversing I have stored this string 1 into another string 2. Here in this example, let me okay, here in this example what I'm doing is, if I got a match while finding the longest palindromic subsequence of two strings, if I found a match, that if I found a match, then I simply add 1 to the characters who are at the top, or I'm sorry, if I found a match while, okay, let me just show you one this. If I reverse this particular string is, then it would be MD A PM. This is my string 1, this is string 2. If I found a match, what I'll do is I'll find what was the I'm at this particular index in this array in the matrix, and I'll found what is the value at this particular index, and I'll increase 1 in this particular value. Okay, yes. And if I do not found a match, suppose in next iteration when m will not be equals to d, what I'll do is I'll find what is the maximum value I'm at this particular index, and I'll see what is the value at this particular index, what is the value at this particular index, and whichever is the maximum I'll copy that at my current index. Okay, and I'll simply keep on doing that, traversing that way, and in our last cell we'll find the answer.